What is up, YouTube? It's RSMario here, bringing you another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet video. Alright, so I took a little bit of a break, just kind of enjoy Thanksgiving with the family. I hope you enjoy your Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? Hope you ate plenty. You know what I'm saying? Hope them leftovers gone, because by the time you get this, it's probably like 10 days later. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed your holiday as much as I enjoyed mine. I just had to take some time out with the fam. Time to reboot the brain. There's some job stuff I had to do because that's about to kick up again in probably in 2-3 weeks or so. So all that kind of stuff I had to do. I just had to take a wee bit of a break, and it's always good to take a break, reset the mental a little bit because, I was kind of burnt out, and I was still going to stream the game. People don't really watch the streams that much, so I needed some content that was actually getting eyeballs to the channel. So I just kind of stopped doing the content altogether. If you want me to continue doing the streams, let me know down in the comments down below. If not, I'll just play the game and hopefully get y'all like gym battles and stuff like that, because I still want to upload that content. I got some interesting stuff that happened on the streams that I want to share with you. Of course, if you want to continue getting videos like this, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button, do all that stuff that YouTube requires you to do to continue getting videos from me. Follow me at twitter.com/RSMario128. Like the video tweet, share the video tweet. I will shout you out at the end of the video, as well as check out my second channel, the Loot Box Hero, where I just did a reaction to the Transformers trailer. Drop a comment down below and help the channel grow. Now let's get into another top 8 terrestrial Pokemon that you need to terrorize immediately. Goronko. I think that's how you say this. So basically, it's the big Saltmon is essentially what this is. So this one is a very interesting one because basically this thing is crazy bulky. It has pretty good physical defenses, and an ability that basically makes it immune to poison, and a special move that does additional damage to water and steel types. Bruh, this thing, I talk a whole bunch of crap about the design of the Saltmon, but this mon is ridiculously good and competitive. So as far as the best Terra types for this thing, Fairy type would be perfect. Because, with Purifying Salt, the ability, you're immune to poison, which is the thing that always likes to come in on fairies anyway. You know what I'm saying? You can always do ground type. This way, you can get rid of some of those rock weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? But still have the rock stab. You can do ice. Ice is actually pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Flying. I've seen people do flying because, there's so much Clodsire in Generation 9 OU that Earthquake is everywhere. So people do flying type so that they can survive Clodsire Earthquake. And, they could do that too. So, any one of those types are perfect for him. Goodra. My boy Goodra. Alright, Goodra has grown on me over the years. Like, when Goodra first came out, I was kind of mixed. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's a melting dragon. Like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? But it's grown on me over the years. Particularly now that it's OU and competitive right now. And it's mainly because of its stats and how this thing could be anything when you terrorize it. Just pick a type. Alright, its move pool is so freaking good that this thing can be a water Terra type. This thing can be fire type. It's got moves for that. Electric, it's got moves for that. Grass, it's got moves for that. Water, it's got moves for that. It's got moves for everything. This thing can really be any type of Terra type you want it. And you if you want this thing to be on rain teams, you can do that. It's got, because I think it's got hydration, so it can do the rain team thing. Bro, this thing is the perfect Terra type target. Terrorizing target? One word, just one word. Extreme motherfucking speed, baby. It's technically 2 words, I know. But yes, so Arcanine, alright. Normal type, terrorize, extreme speed, let's go. I'll explain it. Okay. Extreme speed is a 80 base power normal priority physical move. Most of the sets I build for Arcanine are physical sets anyway. So terrorizing him to normal, alright, will give him that normal stab for this 80 base power priority move on a physical Arcanine is gonna hit like a truck. And it eliminates the rock weakness, the ground weakness, and the water weakness that Arcanine has because he's a fighting type. And so with things like this floating around everywhere, you know what I'm saying, Clodsire, the stupid rock salt mon, the big ugly fish mon, all these things, and all these things floating around with Earthquake and all this other kind of stuff, you don't have to worry about that if you terrorize it to normal. Not to mention, guess what you can switch in on? That's right, you can switch in on Cinnamon, because he's a ghost type. So if you know that the Shadow Ball is coming, switch over to Arcanine, terrorize him to normal. The Shadow Ball does nothing. Then smack this man with a daggone Flare Blitz. You know what I'm saying? Send Cinnamon back to Jamaica. Do you know that technically terrorizing a Pokemon into the ghost type kills it? Technically it does. Look at this thing. Look into its eyes. Tell me you can't see it. You can't see that it desires the sweet release of death. Give him what he wants. Release him from this mortal world. Yes, Go-Goat is on the list. You saw that. You heard the cry. You see the picture. Go-Goat. Alright, that weird goat Pokemon that they introduced in Generation, 6? I think it was X and Y. You know what I'm saying? Go-Goat in the building. Because Go-Goat is a beast right now. Go-Goat has pretty good offensive typing. Offensive stats. You know what I'm saying? Go-Goat is perfect for this. Mainly because of his move pool. Go-Goat got options. Alright? Go-Goat got tons of options. Alright? If you want Go-Goat to be a fighting type, he's got options for that. He's got Brick Break to break through Light Screen and Reflect, which I've seen a bunch of people since I've been playing competitive Pokemon in this generation using Light Screen and Protect, and it's annoying. Go-Goat will smash right through that. Ground type, because he got Stab Earthquake, baby. Bust out ground type Go-Goat, smack people with Earthquake. Psychic type, he got Zen Headbutt. He got moves for that. You know what I'm saying? Normal type, yeah, he got a ton of normal type moves. Go-Goat in the building. And of course, this bad boy had to be on there because he's everywhere. Literally every other game I played on Showdown had Roaring Moon in it. And I was like, oh god, it's Salamence. Okay, yes, the new Salamence thing is a really good target to terrorize. There's 3 main typings here for him though. You can terrorize him in straight up Dark type, which, he'll keep his Dragon Stab. Basically, it'll be the same, but it'll remove his Dragon weakness. So you won't have that 4x weakness to Fairy. You know what I'm saying? You won't have to deal with weaknesses to Ice, other dragons. You don't have to worry about none of that kind of stuff if you just terrorize him to Dark. But he still keeps his Dragon Stab, so he can still do, Draco Meteors, Outrages, all that kind of stuff. You can terrorize him to Flying type if you want some old school freaking Salamence action, hitting people with hurricanes, and I think he gets acrobatics too, if I'm not mistaken. And then of course you can terrorize him to Dragon to have a similar effect that you would have if you terrorize him to Dark. Haxorus. Why was this thing not a Dark Dragon? Like, I don't really understand. Because this thing has so many good Dark moves. He has literally all the good Dark moves with the exception of Knockoff. And my favorite, so far my favorite competitive Pokemon in Generation 9, Bolivia, alright, or Arboliva, Arboliva, this thing, man, All right, the Christmas olive Pokemon. That's what we're gonna call her. This thing right here, I freaking love it. Okay, because one, when I first saw it, I was like, yeah, this thing kind of looks kind of derpy. All right, you know what I'm saying? It's not very waifu material. I think Q said that when he was leaking the Pokemon. But competitively, this thing right here is a sleeper. All right, it's very slow, but it has an amazing special attack and it has really good defenses. Even though the typing is kind of trash, which makes it perfect to be terrorized. It's a normal grass type, so it's weak to fighting, poison, bug, ice, flying, fire. It's weak to all that kind of stuff. But if you terrorize it, you can get rid of some of those weaknesses. All right. Now, the best type right now, in my opinion, is Fairy. All right, because Fairy, you can switch him in, expect the fire attack coming in, terrorize him to Fairy, eat the fire attack, and then hit whatever it is with some massive special attack for some big damage. All right, personally, I run Terra Blast, which is going to be stab regardless because Terra Blast is normal, so it's going to be stab if you're terrorized or not. I run Energy Ball, and then hit him with that Earth Power too for stuff like this. All right, Earth Power from one of these bad boys will lay out Cinnamon or the Rock Salt Pokemon. It'll even do a good chunk of damage to Clodsire. You know what I'm saying? Terrorizing to normal also works as well because you still keep the grass stab, but you lose all the grass weaknesses, which means your only weakness is to fighting, and you resist Ghost. So that's about it for this. Hopefully I'm going to do more of these because I actually am really enjoying Showdown Generation 9. Alright, I enjoy this. This was fun. Alright, I might stream this one day. You know what I'm saying? But that's about it. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button, do all that stuff that YouTube requires you to do. And as always, people, keep it real. We back, baby.